Hi. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast. We're back again, and you're also back again. I'm Ash.
I'm Keely, and that's very presumptuous to assume that this is everybody's favorite podcast, but I'm going to take it.
I'll take the compliment that I gave myself. Anyway, guys, it's winter season.
We're going to come at you with some hot girl winter tips today. We were talking about this a little while ago, but we feel like everybody always emphasizes the hot girl summer and ways to live your best life during summer. But everybody really seems to neglect and just forget about the rest of the months. And I think that's honestly why things like seasonal depression come in and just, not feeling your best in winter. And it's just because of the lack of preparation. So today's episode is going to be all about our tips and tricks to live your best hot girl winter.
But before we get into today's episode, let's do our instant tea. Insert tea here.
Alrighty guys, the tea is that we are coming to you live from 1 week after this episode was actually recorded because we completely forgot to insert some tea because nothing spicy had happened that week. Spicy? I definitely meant to say juicy. Anyway, moving on. The tea is that this episode's super relevant because Ash has gone ahead and gotten herself COVID. Which, who gets COVID? It's 2024. Explain yourself.
I don't know, guys. I was just feeling really unwell after work on Friday, and then I came home feeling extra sorry for myself. I ordered myself takeout for dinner, sitting on the couch, and I thought, oh, all right, okay, I think it's time to whip out the antigen test. And next minute, couple tests showed me some double lines. So it's very fitting for the winter episode. So we thought we'd jump on and tell you guys that that is the tea. That's why I'm sounding a little bit nasally and extra congested. Congested. Anyway, I've got major brain fog today, but yeah, wish me luck, guys, because it hit me like a bus.
So I guess the tea is that everyone needs to stay safe out there. No, seriously. God, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Stay safe out there, guys. Wear your mask. I guess Moose. So I guess that's pretty much all the tea we've got. But yeah, it's fitting for the winter episode. Stay safe, guys, and just make sure that you're taking your vitamins. Make sure you're taking your vitamin. Oh, no, shut up. Oh my God, that's fucking literally, we're almost done. Make sure you're taking any kind of vitamins. I don't know. Make sure that you're getting your flu vac as well. I personally get really sick after I get those kind of vaccinations. So maybe it's kind of obviously good because you're preventing it from happening later on, but then I always get sick after I get flu shots or anything like that.
Okay, but I never get flu shots. I actually don't know if I've ever had one. Maybe as a child, but I never get flu vaccines. Is that bad?
Any vaxxer over here?
No!
Wait, Keely got AstraZeneca. She got the AstraZeneca COVID shot.
I actually have not got COVID. Okay, so maybe it worked. Except, I don't know if anybody heard, but on the news, okay, maybe this is some tea. AstraZeneca's been withdrawn from, you can't get it anymore because I don't really know much about the whole story, but apparently they literally found all of this stuff that was wrong with it. And the whole blood clotting thing was much worse than they made out. And it wasn't really supposed to go in people's bodies. Anyway, I'm still here, so that's all that matters.
She's still alive, unfortunately. I'm just kidding. That was so brutal, but yeah. No, this is my third time catching the Rona, so I don't know, but I just have a shit immune system. I'm just out here fighting for my life, guys. With that said, please enjoy today's episode. We did record this last week when I was healthy and vibrant, so enjoy our tips for I can't even talk, literally COVID brain. Enjoy our tips for staying safe and, healthy and warm this winter. We love you.
Wow, okay. Well, now that that's over, let's get into today's episode.
I don't want to know what your tips are. We don't ever... Okay, for the first season, we used to always tell each other exactly what we would say. We'd prepare run sheets, we'd read each other's. And this season's so fun because I've got no idea what Keely's bringing to the table and she's got no idea what's on my list. So I'm just yay. Because I am someone... And we will talk about this later, but I'm someone that really suffers from seasonal depression and it drags me through the mud. So I feel like I'm prepared this year. I'm going to get onto this list and, make the best of it. So, Keels, what do you want to do? You want to go first?
I feel like Ash is going to have a lot to say about this, but the first thing I would really like to talk about is how important it is to hydrate and nourish your skin throughout winter. Not just your face, your skin, but as somebody that suffers from eczema and dry skin and gets a lot of reactions just from having really dry skin. I think as well, just remembering to make sure that your showers aren't too hot, your legs are moisturized, like all of those things are so important in winter. Yeah, like we've got our beauty guru Ash here. I think like people think when you think nourish, hydrate, moisturize in winter, people usually just think about your creams, your moisturizers, but it's a lot more than that. Like you need to actually be preparing and like hydrating internally to make sure that your skin's not drying out and you're not getting dehydrated in winter. Like when it's summer, you're hot, you're doing a lot of walking, being a lot more active. And obviously like while you're doing those things, you tend to remember to drink a lot more water because like you get, dehydrated, thirsty. But in winter, because you're doing less of that and it's not as hot, it's so easy to get dehydrated because you're not drinking enough water. So yeah, I would love to know like if you have any thoughts about that, Ash.
Oh my God, it's so bold of you to assume that I would have beauty on my list of things to talk about, but I think you've just basically said everything correctly and hit the money on the ball. Is that the saying? Anyway, you know what I
Anyway.
Anyway, you know exactly what I mean. But yeah, 100%. I'm guilty of this. I always, whenever it's cold, I feel like the last thing that I reach for is my water bottle. I feel like I switched to a lot of dairy-based drinks instead of having that water. And then I'm looking in the mirror going, oh my gosh, why am I so dehydrated? Why is my skin so crusty and disgusting at the moment? And it's because we forget to nourish ourselves from the inside out and take care of your skin. Like your skin is your body's largest organ. So yeah,
yes, it
a
is.
Bit of a biology fact for you guys. And yeah, just take care of yourselves out there.
I love that. Do you have any other beauty tips or like points that you want to bounce off that?
I think something that a lot of girls are guilty of is fake tanning in winter because of, you're not obviously not at the beach as much, you're not swimming, you're not really out trying to tan all the time. But I think the girls that are fake tanning also remember that that's drying your body out so much. A brand of tan that I really love is Naked Tan. So when I was in a salon doing professional spray tanning, we use that brand and I just love it so much. It's cruelty free, it's vegan. I really love the ingredients in it. It's up to you to obviously do your own personal research about the brand and what ingredients that you put on your body. But I just find that it's a lot better, it's a lot more natural and develops so quick as well. So yeah, one of my personal favorites. And I love to be extra dark. That sounds really bad. You know what I mean? I just love a fake tan that will just make you juicy and bronze. And I just find that there are so many brands where I feel like I'm marinating for like 5-6 hours and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, I know I'm still going to be white as a ghost tomorrow. So yeah, a brand that I really love, not sponsored, but I don't know, hopefully one day. We do love Naked Tan, so if we get that in our DMs, I won't say no to that. Yeah, so to be making sure that you're still moisturizing and that you're looking at the ingredients in your tan and knowing that you need to be adding that extra level back to your skin, especially when your tan starts to get disgusting and you're just constantly exfoliating your body to the point where it's getting drier and drier.
And also just like allowing your body to have that rest time in between fake tanning and just letting it not like fall off, but like don't just exfoliate off and do the next layer. Actually leave that week in between for your body to just like rehydrate and have no tan before you go in and do it again. Because I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. They just keep like layering it up until you've got like 10 thick layers of fake tan and then it just goes crusty. I don't know. You just need to like have a pause from it in between or just embrace the natural skin.
Everyone just feels pale in winter though, so I can understand the need, or not the need, but like the want to tan. I just feel like it kind of gives you that extra confidence boost when you need it in winter. But yeah, I guess if you can avoid it, that'd be great. Ideally for your skin.
Yeah.
I know you're pretty good with that, Keels. Like I know that you've more left tanning to like occasions.
Yeah, there was a while there where I was tanning like quite regularly, but when I realized how much it was affecting like my allergies with eczema, I just kind of backed off a bit. I usually try to only tan if I'm like Ash said, going to like a concert or like got something on. I really like tried to embrace my natural skin tone.
Keels, have you got anything else related?
Oh, kind of. I guess with beauty goes like your fashion as well. I think that winter is the perfect time to like practice new things with your style because like in summer it's really hot and I feel like, most of the time you just spend time at the beach, you might just chuck like a dress on or just like a pair of shorts or something. Summer's a little bit more basic just because of the temperature, especially here in Australia. But like in winter you get to like wear like your puffer jackets, coats, you can wear boots. Like I love winter fashion and like layers, but yeah, I don't know. And I love wearing jeans. Jeans are probably my absolute favorite staple and I hate not being able to wear them in summer. So as soon as winter comes around, I like get to pull out all my winter clothes. I always just feel so much more fashionable. Not that I'm fashionable, but it makes me feel like I am. Oh my God. Wait, with that, I absolutely love wearing beanies. Like I've got the cutest beanie and it's got like two little poof little balls like on the top of it and looks like little bear ears, and I just always feel like just really cute in it. I probably look like a child, but anyway, honestly, I just do not care.
I went to Vivid last night and I wore a beanie and I had my Uggs on as well, and I just felt like so rugged up the whole time. And I also would say that with winter fashion, people can't judge you because if you're warm, that's all that matters. So you can wear whatever you want. I do feel like a good part to winter is that you can, like Haley said, experiment, but also an excuse to go shopping for some new things. I think it's a perfect time to invest in some staples that you will need for the next few months, like dressing gowns, and spoil yourself with like an hoodie. We're wearing our hoodies at the moment. I also feel like jean shopping and finding the perfect pair of jeans. I'm only 5'1", like almost, and I really struggle with jeans all the time. They're like my worst thing for summertime or whenever I just need them. Unless it's winter, I just cannot find what I want.
No, I feel that. I feel like, I know you're like, oh, it's exciting to try to find the perfect pair of jeans. So many people can't get a pair of jeans that fits them properly. Because I feel like for me, not to say that I've got a fat ass, no, but whenever I go jean shopping, if I'm trying to like either it doesn't fit over my butt but it would fit over my waist, or if it does fit over my butt, it's like centimeters away from my waist and just does not fit me properly. And I love high-waisted jeans. Jeans are just not proportionate to like female bodies. Is that just me?
So my ass is fat, so I
That's just a fat, juicy
super
ass.
fat, just like a little fat. No, but
Just like a little bit.
I feel like I need something that hugs at the waist, but then that's got a little bit more room in the voluptuous booty space. Anyway, but yeah, definitely having fun. Excuses to buy new shit.
I love like getting a new puffer jacket at winter every year, to be honest. Like that's my favorite part of winter fashion.
I love the cropped puffers. They're so cute.
They're so cute. I feel like I get one all the time. But actually, hot take with puffer jackets. Is it just me or are they impossible to wash?
Oh my God, Keely used to have one that smelled so bad.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. I remember you soaked it in the bath like 8 times and the scent just did not come out. And you said it's because they're so hard to wash. And I was like, dude, just put it in the washing machine. Do you remember that?
Do you put your puffer jackets in the washing machine?
Yeah. Where else would you put it?
They get destroyed. Like they're meant to be hand washed, but every time I try to dry them, the water just like sinks to the bottom and it just like stays. I don't know.
It's kind of like you're not supposed to wash them like a lot. Kind of like when you wear like hoodies or dressing gowns. Like you're not supposed to wash them every single time you wear them. Like you're supposed to like
no, of course not.
Be able to wear it a few times before you wash it. At least that's what I do with jackets. Jumpers, no, but jackets, yes.
So fair. I don't know if anybody else struggles to wash their puffer jackets. Like let me know if you have a tip, because I feel like every time I put mine in a washing machine one time and it destroyed it. It was no longer like puffy. It was flat as, and it wasn't even warm. It just like, I don't know, it destroyed it. So I feel like it almost needs to go to like a dry cleaner, but I also don't have time or money for a dry cleaner. So I don't know if anybody has any crazy hot tips for that, let us know.
You know what? I don't know how to wash. And this was like my next point, talking about heated blankets. How the fuck do you wash a heated blanket?
I've never had one because I'm scared that they're going to catch on fire in my sleep.
Everyone says that, but you don't turn it on when you sleep. You turn it on to make the bed warm and like it, you know, like get all comfy and cozy, and then you turn it off.
I've got to say, your heated blanket is a lifesaver in Sydney. I remember one time we had a sleepover in winter and like it was the coldest night ever. And at her old apartment, the wind just used to come under the door and just make the whole apartment just so freezing. And I never used a heated blanket before, and she put it on my toes, were like so warm. I felt so good. And I was like, okay, as much as I hate these and I think that they're probably going to burn down my house and I'm never going to buy one, was definitely appreciative that Ash had it at her house.
That apartment was so cold. I want to get a heated blanket, but this was actually a heated pad. So it was kind of like a mattress protector, and then you put it over the bed, and then you get 2 different remotes. So you get one on the left side and then one on the right side of the bed. And then if the left person is like a really hot sleeper and you only want it on like level 1 warmth, you turn it to level 1. Except I'm really cold, so I would always have it on like level 3 warmth. And it felt like it was like the sheets were like warming you up, but it was like the mattress protector underneath. But I don't know how to wash it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it definitely would have to be like a dry cleaner thing. I just feel like you definitely don't put it in your washing machine, please. You will end up electrocuting yourself.
I already did that.
Oh shit. Did you break it?
What do you mean? I don't know. I didn't plug it in. I tried to wash it the other day and I was like, oh, like it's winter time. Shit, I'm going to be fucking cold. So I need to put this back on my bed. And
Oh my
then
God.
I thought I unplugged the physical part of like the remote and then unclipped it. So, but then I'm like thinking, how do like all the electrical things happen inside of it?
Yeah, I don't know. I think definitely
I'm
please
scared to plug it in. Maybe I shouldn't.
Put it in rice to be fine. Not a hot boy winter.
Anyway.
Okay, let's just change up the topic a little bit. I know like we've been talking about like more of the fun stuff, but I think it would be really nice to touch on just like the winter blues and like kind of, I guess, our tips on how to make sure that you stay positive during winter. One thing I really like, Ash and I have been really emphasizing a lot lately is routine. And I was thinking about this the other day. Obviously like once here in Australia, like we have daylight savings in some states, but once daylight saving kind of ends, your days are so short. By 5 p.m, especially if you do a 9 to 5, like you're coming home in the dark, which I find to be really depressing because it actually does feel like you have less time to yourself. By the time you get you home, you're kind of just getting ready to go to bed and things like that. And there's just not a lot of time for daylight. And they do say getting in the sun for about 30 minutes every day, getting that vitamin D, it's like so important for your mental health, not just your physical health. So what I like to do as part of my routine is like, yeah, okay, let's be real. It's really freaking hard to get out of bed early, especially in winter. Like it's impossible. And people tend to start sleeping in longer, taking more sick days to stay in bed in winter. But if you can motivate yourself and be a little bit stricter on yourself to just go, okay, I'm waking up at sunrise or I'm waking up like very early in the morning so that I can have a bit of sunlight, so I can have some more time to myself. Adapting that routine to just wake up that little bit earlier is going to make you feel so much more positive and like you got more out of your day. Because yeah, we all love to have a sleep in and snuggle in winter because it's cold, but just go for a walk, even if it's just like a little bit of time outside. Or honestly, even if you can't get up early, like just in your lunch break, go outside. Because if you're still coming home and it's dark every single day, I feel like that's just like the beginning of the end when it comes to the winter blues. That's like one of the biggest things that tends to make people really sad in winter. I just think routine, like you really got to, same thing as Ash said, like reworking your skincare routine, your beauty regime kind of has to adapt to.
Well said, Keels. I couldn't agree more. I think something that a lot of people also struggle with in winter is working out or having any kind of fitness. And I think that if you can kill two birds with one stone and kind of just like do something for yourself, but also make it a way for you to catch up with friends and get your friends involved, I feel like people start to not be as interested in going to social events or, you know, catching up with friends, and we kind of do neglect that when it comes time for winter. So I would say take the time for yourself, get outside, go for a walk on the weekend, but like invite a friend as well, so then you're doing both of it in the one go.
No, I totally agree. I think just adapting like your fitness, like if you're somebody that likes to go swimming and go for walks outside and things like that, like maybe it is a little bit too cold to be doing those things, but okay, cool, maybe my friend and I can like meet up and go to Pilates together. Maybe we can try indoor soccer. I don't know why that came to mind. Go play squash. I don't know.
Who's playing soccer?
Who's playing soccer?
No, but seriously, indoor sports and utilizing that,
Yes.
or even indoor heated swimming pools. I love going to the spa whenever it's time for winter. I feel like I'm like, yes, let's go. That sounds so like I'm at the spa every single
go to
weekend.
the spa.
But no,
At the country
indoor
club.
heated swimming pools or saunas, or just, I don't even know, like get outside or find some form of physical activity, or just even an activity. It doesn't even have to be something physical, but have an activity that you like to go and do that gets you out of the house and out of bed.
I think making winter fun and going and doing things that you wouldn't necessarily do in summer. Like, I mean, right now, like even just like Vivid in Sydney, I feel like Sydney puts on so many events in winter, and it's like really good because I think it just keeps people like active and doing fun things. Like obviously things do tend to slow down in winter, but just like looking around your community, like what's around is like a music event, all those sorts of things. Like, yeah, it's cold, but that doesn't mean you can't have fun. And I was going to also say, I always find it really fun to go and do like winter themed activities. Like obviously it makes more sense to go like ice skating in summer because it's hot and you're like, oh, I'll go to something to cool down. But yeah, like I love going ice skating in winter. And this is a note that I wrote down, but if someone can please just go to the snow for me, like that would be great. I can't go to the snow this year and I have an injury, so I'm probably not going to be able to go snowboarding again for a really long time, which really sucks. But I love the snow. Like I think that's like my perfect holiday, which is really weird because I'm a beach girl, but I literally love the snow so much. It is so much fun.
I haven't been to the snow in so long and it's been on my list to do.
The snow is just so beautiful.
Why'd you have to bring that up?
And people talked so much shit about the snow in Australia last year, but I actually got to go to Falls Creek in Victoria. And I think just because like New South Wales is a little bit warmer being further north, like it was a bit slushy last year. It didn't actually snow very much from the actual sky. And my friend that was working there said that they had like the snow machines on the whole time and it was just really shit. I got really lucky. I went at the end of winter in like August, and there was like 2 or 3 days where it actually snowed from the sky, and I've never seen it snow from the sky before, and it was so thick. And like looking around, like I literally felt like I was in Canada or I'd been just like teleported to a new country. It was honestly one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And like, yes, the snow is, as we know, quite like a privileged thing to be able to do. It's very expensive. Like it's definitely not something that's everybody's got access to, but like honestly, that is a bucket list thing for me. The snow is so amazing. I really want to go to New Zealand one day, or like Japan. I want to see snow monkeys in Japan.
I'm looking at a monkey.
Shots, but I'm like telling you about my hopes and dreams, and she's like, I'm looking at a monkey.
I feel like that's all I had. So guys, you're on your own. That's all I had. No, but I feel like just make the best of it. I know it's a shitty couple months, and obviously depending on where you live, the situation may be worse, the situation may be better. Keely, you're literally in the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even complain.
I can't complain.
And people joke saying that winter in Australia isn't even a thing for our viewers, for our listeners that do listen in overseas. But yeah, I feel like that's incorrect, Sydney. When I moved here, I was in such shock because of how fucking cold it was.
It's really funny because we lived only like, our hometown is literally in the same state as Sydney. You wouldn't think that winter would be incredibly different in Sydney than it is to where we're from. But when we were in primary school, we literally used to wear, I don't know if anyone remembers, like skirts, those skort things. Like we would wear them with no jumper in the middle of winter, like just frolicking around, like being normal. And you go to Sydney and suddenly you're having to wear like leggings or stockings underneath your jeans, like 2 jackets and a scarf, because it's actually so cold there. Like it's, nothing can prepare you for how cold a Sydney winter is, honestly. So I do feel very lucky that I get to spend my winter up here. Like it's quite funny because everyone up here is starting to get really freezing and like complain about it, and I'm just like, guys, it's 22 degrees. Like, what do you mean? It's summer.
That's nothing. Yeah, I remember in primary school and high school, they used to literally give us the most thin, flimsy jumpers ever and be like, good luck.
Good luck to you guys. Yeah, no, you're so right. I don't even know what they did. Nothing. No wonder everyone wore non-school uniforms to school. I do have one last piece of advice, guys. Listen to me and listen to me carefully.
Oh, okay.
If all else fails, just go to Europe.
Oh, yeah.
Just get on a plane and go to Europe.
Every single person I've been talking to is literally on their way to Europe. And I'm like, can you not?
I swear to God, that's just like the number one thing Australians do in winter. They're like, actually, I just want to have summer for the whole year. So they just spend summer here and they yeet off to Europe for the winter. It's honestly like a thing. But I just want to know where everybody gets the money for it from. So if you have gone and done a Europe trip, please drop me a DM. How did you go? Where did the money coming from? How much money should we have? Do we go on a cruise? How do we get there? Tell me everything, because Ash and I really want to plan a Europe trip at some point. Maybe we'll go next
I know,
winter.
it's been on the list. Maybe next year. Oh my God, Keely.
Yes?
Next year?
We should go next year and take the podcast with us.
Oh my gosh. We should actually go to Europe.
Start saving. Maybe I'll just take out a loan. We're going to Europe next year. You heard it here first.
I'm ready. I'm ready for a tropical holiday in the Europe.
Well, that is all I had for this one. I feel like this went really fast, but we've actually been recording for a really long time. So honestly, it's like 10:15 and I'm ready to go snooze, get all cozy in my bed, and yeah, just forget about the fact that it's actually so cold. Just saying, it's only a couple of days into winter. We've just recorded this in the first week of winter, and I don't know what happened, but I feel like last week wasn't that bad, and it hit the 1st of June and suddenly it was cold.
I feel like we don't have 4 seasons. It's either just summer or winter.
Yeah, no, you're so right. Australia's either really, really hot or really, really cold. There's no in between, and it's always a shock.
See, we've got listeners that listen in from the UK, and they're going to sit there and go,
They're going to be like, guys, me being like, it's 22 degrees. 20 degrees is like a heat wave in Europe for them, for London.
I know. They're literally going to sit there and be like, you guys are literally
Like,
just
what are you complaining about?
dramatic as fuck.
Anyway, it's fine. I'm going to continue to complain because I do not love winter. I'm a summer girly. But we're going to make the most of it. We're going to have a hot girl winter and take our own tips. And I hope that you guys got something out of this episode too. And yeah, let us know if you're going to Europe.
Or if you're going to the snow.
Yes. And send me photos because I would love to see what the snow looks like this year. All right, guys, I think we're going to wrap up this episode. But thank you so much for listening in.
We will see you guys
Be
possibly
back
next week.
in your ears next Monday.
Okay, guys. Time for bed. Time to put you down. Gonna go make a cup of tea now. Love you. Goodbye.
I'm going to go to bed. Bye.